Hey y'all, let's see what's in y'all energy for today or whenever you find this video. Okay, I hope y'all been feeling good. I hope y'all been resting. I hope y'all been giving yourself the time that you need. Okay, exactly, with the Empress coming out. I hope you are in this Empress energy. If you're not in this Empress energy of resting, of self-care, self-love, tending to yourself instead of others, then you need to step into this energy. But I definitely feel like you are. I feel like you are in this 3 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles energy within yourself. Queen of Wands, and I feel like you are very magnetic because of that. Okay, and that's for man or woman. Okay, gender doesn't matter with tarot. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. Exactly, that's what I love to see. I feel like you are now getting out of your head. You're going through some type of transformation. Okay, yeah, you are going through some type of transformation that is changing outcomes in your life. Okay, I feel like you used to be in this energy of having a mental prison, confirmation within yourself. And I feel like you're now getting out of that. I feel like you are now allowing yourself to see things from a higher perspective instead of always in this secluded mental prison. Or you may need to, okay? However that looks for you. We have this King of Wands. I definitely feel like with this King of Wands, you are now stepping into this leader energy. You are stepping into this fiery, passionate leader energy. You are being a visionary of your life. You are balancing your masculine and your feminine. But you're not letting that masculine be so dominant, okay? Because, yeah. I feel like you are now learning how to be in your feminine energy. And you are practicing more with your feminine energy than being so masculine. I feel like for some of y'all had a very toxic masculinity, and it is now changing because you are allowing yourself to rest into your feminine energy. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords with the King of Swords. I feel like the way you're moving towards things is very quick and like with ambition and with drive. And with this King of Swords, you're being very logical about where you're giving your time, who you're giving your time to, what you're giving your time to. The movie Him is very significant, okay? You may need to watch it. A lot of people feel like that movie is talking about the celebrities in Hollywood, but if you look beyond that, it's definitely talking about yourself. With what you're willing to sacrifice to live a life of luxury or live a life of comfortability. So I feel like someone may need to watch that movie. I watched it last night, and it definitely it's symbolically speaking, okay? It's not necessarily talking about Hollywood as much as people wish it would. Why? Because you know, being fear driven is more better than looking at yourself when you are being presented a mirror. Okay, so yeah. We have the Ace of Wands. I feel like with this Ace of Wands here, you are also in this energy of creativity, in this energy of creating some type of creative endeavor here that is definitely going to move you somewhere. It's definitely going to move you to a timeline of wealth, okay? However that looks for you. You could be an artist of some sort, okay? I can't make this shit up. The 10 of Pentacles, and I literally had it in my head. I knew it was going to come out, especially because I set a timeline of wealth. Whatever you are doing creatively is going to put you in a time of long-term stability, because you are learning how to balance your masculine and feminine, and you're not so overly masculine when it comes down to work, okay? A lot of people get so they have a toxic masculinity, and they feel like they have to sacrifice themselves in order to live. And that's literally what the movie Him was literally saying, especially with generational programming of his dad had forced him to be someone he wasn't, a football player. And you know, football players is very risky, and he's seen that in the beginning of his childhood, but his father kept pushing it on him. And he grieved his father's death by coping with football because he felt like it was his fault by his father passing away. And that's why he would pursue football, and it was slowly killing him, okay? So just like some things in life, it does do that. It slowly depletes you of your life force, okay? Too much cards. Well, it's only 2. We have the 9 of Pentacles. You're stepping into this 9 of Pentacles energy. 10 and 9 of Pentacles is very much abundant energy, okay? We have, no, we do have, 3. We have the 5 of Cups with the Hierophant here. Hold up. Okay, so with this 5 of Cups and this Hierophant, I definitely feel like you could have been in a stage of grief because you had to let go of some type of programming in your life, okay? You had to, I feel like for some of y'all, yeah, y'all had to choose self-love instead of being in this 9 of Swords energy. I feel like a lot of y'all used to have this tendency of making yourself feel uncomfortable to follow up with a tradition of your kind. But I feel like you are now letting that go and understand that you are your own person and you're here to live your life and not let others live through you because they feel like they know what's best for you because they didn't pursue what was best for them, okay? We have the Page of Wands. Yeah. I feel like with this Page of Wands, you are stepping into this energy of exploration with your life. You are allowing yourself to be open with different ways of pursuing things. And without any judgment, without any guilt, but just with childlike energy. I feel like some good news is coming towards you, especially with this King of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and Page of Wands. I feel like you being in this King of Wands energy, you're stepping in a time of being a leader, being very much a visionary within your own life. You know, you're creating your own life with the way you see it in your mind's eye, and that's going to bring a lot of abundance, a lot of wealth, a lot of long-term stability, only because you kept this childlike energy, only because you kept this energy of spontaneity, of your creative endeavors here, okay? Too much cards. But we have the Emperor, the 7 of Wands, the Queen of Wands with the Fool. I feel like you stepping into this new beginning is putting you in a magnetic time, and you do have a lot of people that want to is in competition when it comes to you, are fighting for your energy energetically, but Spirit is definitely telling you to hold your ground and keep structure here, okay? You could be very magnetic right now. We have the World with Temperance. I definitely feel like you closed out of like a cycle that was imbalanced, okay? With the Temperance card, and you brought balance to it. However that looks for you, you probably walked away from a lot of ways of being. A lot of 3 of Swords energy here. And I feel like, yeah, a lot of lack energy, and you're now healing. Because I just saw the star in my mind's eye. Too much cards here. We have the 4 of Cups. So I feel like you're balancing this energy of not being satisfied with your life and starting to see the greatness within it, even if it's small, okay? And how much your life is actually being beneficial to you. Yeah, this energy of being in a stalemate, having indecision, not really trusting yourself or trusting where you want to go with your life. I feel like you are now learning how to balance that energy out and trusting yourself more instead of looking for trust externally. You're starting to look for it within. The Chariot. Yeah, you overcame this obstacle. You overcame this energy, which is very beautiful. I feel like only because you were in this 10 of Swords, 9 of Wands energy, and you called judgment on that energy, and you started to slowly move yourself out of that burdensome energy, okay? And you brought justice. You brought justice to yourself, okay? Which is very beautiful to see. Definitely brought justice to yourself. You wasn't waiting for, yeah, it was some type of imbalance energy. You couldn't control the things that was in your life. Yeah, all these energies here, you didn't know which way to go. It was indecision, illusions, and yeah, a lot of conflict too with this 5 of Swords. Possibly something from your past that was keeping you in this energy here, keeping you in the energy of self-abandoning yourself, self-betrayal, and even betrayal in your life by others. So I feel like you moved away from this energy with this 6 of Swords here. I want to get one more card before we end this reading. We have the 8 of Cups. I can't make it up. You walked away from anything that just wasn't serving your current, you know, state of being. All the things that you have learned, you're now embodying what you have learned instead of just talking about it. And you are walking it like you talk it. And I love that for you. Keep it up.